the Oklahoman Newsroom, this is an OU update. I'm Jenni Carlson here with Ryan Aber. He's on the DL, folks, but he's here with us. He little surgery, but glad to have you back, Ryan. As Sooners were off last week, now getting back at it against Iowa State. Obviously, a matchup that was anticipated early in the year with a couple teams, really high up in those preseason rankings. But a couple guys that I think have been anticipating it maybe even longer. Matt Campbell, the Iowa State head coach, and Alex Grinch, the Oklahoma defensive coordinator. These guys have a history together. Yeah,
these two were teammates for, I think it was 3 seasons with Division III Mount Union, played under legendary coach Larry Karras there for the Purple Raiders. And I actually talked to Larry Karras not too long ago, and he talked about the traits that he saw in each one of those guys. And he said, not that every time a guy is going to go on to become a big-time college football coach, but he said those two, you had an idea that if they wanted to, they could be really successful in this field, and certainly it's worked out. One of the traits that Larry Karras said made them stand out was the questions that they asked during team meetings. And I talked to Alex Grinch about this. He said, so much at D3 is a complete defensive meeting, so it's not a position group meeting where you're really specialized. So Alex Grinch and Matt Campbell both said that they used those sessions as a way to learn more about football and learn more about not only what Alex Grinch was doing at strong safety or what Matt Campbell was doing at defensive end, but how that fit into the bigger picture of everything that they wanted to do defensively.
Obviously, Matt Campbell's developed one of the best defenses in the Big 12 at Iowa State, which, you didn't necessarily know that might even be possible, frankly. Alex Grinch getting the Sooners back on track. Do you feel like the fact that these two guys know each other, I mean, obviously it's not offense versus defense, they're both defense. Does it add any, does it give any advantage that they know each other, any tendencies, or is that too long ago and far away?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much too long ago and far away, although I think it helps each of them that they've kept track on the other one. Alex Grinch really watched Matt Campbell grow up through Toledo especially, and then now at Iowa State. Matt Campbell did the same as Alex Grinch, went to Washington State, turned their defense around, moved to Ohio State, and now to Oklahoma. So I think that familiarity can help you a little bit, but I don't think it goes a long way toward helping either side.
If anything, now I haven't been around Matt Campbell as much as Alex Grinch, but just to listen to them both and sort of see them operate, they seem very similar, kind of cut from the same cloth. Is that the Mount Union cloth, or what do you think that is, Ryan?
Yeah, I think that absolutely goes toward Larry Karras and the culture that he developed there at Mount Union, being so successful over so many years. Now his son Vince is the coach there at Mount Union. And, when I talked to Larry, one of the things that he said was the first thing I ask a guy is, do you really love football? And I think, at Division I and other levels, sometimes that can get pushed to the side a little bit just for pure talent. But in Division III, with no scholarships, you've got to really love it to stick with it and be successful. And I think that Larry Karras said that helped him get those guys who really did love football. Not only these two, Jason Candle is a head coach at Toledo now, who was under Matt Campbell when Matt Campbell was there at Toledo and took over after Campbell left for Iowa State. So they've got a lot of really good coaches on that Mount Union tree.
All right, let's see what happens when the two of them get together on Saturday night. 7 o'clock kick for Iowa State at OU, and it's a Fox game. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at oklahoman.com every day in the Oklahoman.